de Miami y de todo, tienen todas las culturas de Cuba, de Dominicana, de Venezolana.
Pero no como New York.
Pero no es como
Por
New York.
ejemplo,
Sí,
por
New York
ejemplo,
es en total tiene, sí.
Por ejemplo, un día yo quería salir a la amiga mía, le dije, oye, vamos a tomar un trago.
Ajá.
Y fuimos te voy a llevar a un bar, y cuando voy al bar, la llevé a un sitio donde they were playing jazz. Live jazz. While they give you the drink.
Sí, sí.
It was like a real jazz with the brother playing jazz. You don't find that
Sí.
in Florida out of nothing. That had to be a special occasion, you know.
No, you do not.
But in the city, that happens all the time.
Yeah, because there's like Pequeña Havana, and you can go there, and there's like a little bit. You got a lot of Cubans there, but that's it. It's just a little part.
Like
whereas New York, you got it everywhere. Is what you're saying?
If you wanna go to the city tonight, for example, if I wanted to go to the city and listen to a live band, rock and roll band,
Yeah.
you know, I
get
could
you.
find it.
Yeah.
There is live rock and roll band playing in New York.
Yeah. And that's pretty awesome. That's cool that you got all those right.
So,
New York, right? The melting pot, right?
So the next thing that I know about that's closer to something like the city of New York is Los Angeles, California.
Yeah, I
as
see
a
that.
state, California has everything.
Yeah.
California has
Everything. Yeah. Yeah, man. I grew up in Central Valley, California. And it's awesome because you're an hour from the mountains. You're an hour from the beach.
You could go, you know, like when I flew over to LA.
Yeah.
And my friend was there, and we got back from Los Angeles here. When we were driving back, we went to Lake Tahoe.
Oh yeah, I love Tahoe,
we went
man.
to Truckee. Down, we stayed in Truckee.
Oh, did you? Okay, gotcha.
It's beautiful down there, man.
That's awesome. It's so pretty.
Have you been there?
Oh yeah. I went there all the time growing up as a kid.
We stayed like in a hostel, but the hostel was fucking beautiful.
I know.
I'm talking about, we went on the summer, and then we went to Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
I never seen anything like that.
Dude, Lake Tahoe, man. Oh,
California
those views.
is a beautiful place to experience and live.
Yeah.
Something you don't get here in the state. That's the thing. It's just different. You know?
Yeah. I totally get that. Especially coming from Venezuela, man.
I came from the Dominican Republic. I lived in Venezuela when I was from when I was a baby,
Right.
until I was an adult.
Yeah.
So New Jersey Turnpike North is telling me to take. Oh, because you're going to
Times Square.
Times Square, so I have to take
Okay.
Kennedy.
Do you have any recommendations?
Do
Do you have any recommendations in Times Square where to eat or anything? Imagine
Well,
pizzas.
what do you wanna eat? You wanna eat something nice? You wanna spend money? You wanna eat you wanna eat Italian? Go to Carmine.
Okay, go to Carmine's for get some
Have you
Italian.
been to Carmine?
I have not. No, I've never been.
It's a little bit expensive. The places are big,
Okay.
so I wouldn't go there by myself because the places are big.
Okay.
But they make good things
Okay. That's good to know.
in Carmine.
What's your favorite?
But if you wanna, you could go by yourself.
Yeah.
They use the food, whatever you ask. It doesn't matter the cost. It's gonna be big.
Okay.
A good dinner there.
All right. I
If
imagine.
you're gonna be in Times Square, you should go to Carmine.
Okay. Hey, what's your favorite pizza place?
And they have everything.
Oh, Carmine's got pizza too?
Carmine has. You could go in and look at the menu.
Heck yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
You could walk in, sit in the bar, look at the menu.
Okay.
They'll teach you nice.
Okay.
There are other Italian restaurants around. They are like more regular. If you want regular pizza, you can find them there.
Okay. Gotcha.
But when do you fly back?
I have to board at 7 p.m.
So you're going back to where?
to Atlanta.
To Atlanta?
Yeah.
Or Carmine?
That's where I live right now. So go Carmine. Go
And
Carmine.
do you have money? If it's not gonna hurt you financially?
Yeah.
go to Carmine because you're not gonna get to eat there again.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's a one time. You know, this is my first time in New York. I've never been.
The
Never
first
been.
time in New York City.
In New York City, and
Oh, man,
I've
you
never
have-
been, and I'm here for like 10 hours.
You have to come with more. You have to see a play.
Oh,
You have
dude.
to see one
Yeah.
of the play, man. You have to. New York City has a lot of things.
That's what
It's
I'm
not a
saying.
place that you could just go meet once.
Yeah.
Times Square is for tourists. You know.
Right.
I like Times Square when I go there to Times Square is because I go to see a play
Oh,
or I
okay.
go to see a musical.
Okay.
You know.
That's good to know.
And I eat in Carmine.
I hear ya. I hear ya. That's
And
awesome.
New York City is gigantic. We're talking about Brooklyn, Manhattan.
Oh, seriously, dude.
It's
Well, because
huge.
I grew up visiting.
Forget it.
The-
This thing is you can come here once and enjoy the city. It's kind of nice.
Well, and I grew up visiting the Bay Area, San Francisco and Oakland, and it's like nothing. You know, San Francisco's pretty big, but it's nothing compared to this, man.
No. This is a monstrosity.
This is a new level. Yeah.
This is really a monstrosity. Like I said, I've been to LA. LA is big, but it's not. The city of LA is small,
Yeah.
but the city or the big
The actual city itself. Yeah.
but in space, the valley is bigger.
It's a lot more spread out.
It's
Yeah.
more spread out. But this is a monstrosity.
Pretty incredible.
The 5 boroughs: Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island,
Uh-huh.
and Manhattan. There is huge.
Yeah. I went to Boston for the first time a couple years ago, and we flew over New York. And I remember being blown away that I could like literally see New York from the plane because the buildings are so big. You know what I mean? Like it
So
looks
you
like a
never-
toy
you
city.
You never saw the Twin Towers, right?
No,
You're young.
I was
right?
I was in first grade when that happened. So
Okay, so no, when I saw them, the Twin Towers, you could see it look. Sometimes they look like one building because they were symmetrical.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Depending on where you were driving and the time of the day, you would see one building and then they would move and you would see two. But they were a little bit taller than that building that they made.
Okay,
They were huge.
that's awesome.
I got to see them. I was in shock when I went to see the Twin Towers for the first time. My father brought me when I was 15 and 16. I stopped. You couldn't look at the top from the bottom. When you looked up, you couldn't look. You couldn't see the top of the building.
That's awesome. That's so awesome. That's incredible. And then they rebuilt, right? They did one World Trade Center now.
They have to build like 3 buildings or 4 buildings plus the bottom plus that big building that you see from here.
Gotcha. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm
They have
excited.
to
I gotta bring my
rebuild
family
a couple
back
things.
sometime. Yeah.